on YouTube and Facebook, listening all across the country. I want to welcome to the show this morning Matthew Valliere. He is the president of the SU Hardwood Club. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Perry. How you doing today?
Good, good. I got to make sure I get that right. The hardwood, because I'm thinking about hardware. That's championships, and we hoping that Southern University men and women basketball teams can bring home championships. But, you being with the Hardwood Club, first of all, just give us an introduction, Matt, about what the Hardwood does and its mission.
Well, the overall mission is to support SU athletics across the board. Our main focus is basketball, but we support all of the 14 sports of the men's and women's at SU athletics. So we've been able to raise about 450,000 over the last 5 years for athletics, and have helped the football team, the soccer team, the bowling team. So try to do our part to bring some of that hardware back to the Bluff.
You see what I'm saying? Why that could be such a tongue cut. We like hardware on Southern University. We used to say Southern, the swag stood for Southern wins another championship, right?
I think we're bringing that back to reality, Terry.
I love the fact that we want to bring that back. All right, man, let's talk about the club itself, how it got started, and just the involvement of those alums and givers and boosters that want to be a part of it and that are a part of it.
It got started by two individuals, DeJuan Jordan and Mr. J.J. Campbell, who are no longer with us. But it started with about four individuals just fundraising and really assisting the athletic director and basketball coach back in about 2010. And we really reinvigorated ourselves in about 19 and sat down with athletic director Roman Banks on his vision for what he wanted the Hardwood Club to look at. So we've been able to come in and assist with some chairs, courtside seats we've been able to bring in. We also help with that digital scoreboard you see for the basketball game. So our overall goal is to help with the vision of bringing some life into the mini dome and ensuring that the fans have an excellent experience when they come out to watch both the men and women play.
Now, you talk about those seats. I've had an opportunity to be down there and see you guys, man. Those seats have been packed for the games. They have brought, you've seen the mayor at the games. You've seen last week, I saw you guys have the LSU president down there, so it is attracting people and changing the experience that you have for a Southern University basketball game. And then you're right there. And as Coach Johnson tells me all the time, we need people to give those referees hell. Y'all down there giving those referees hell, Matt?
We doing our part, Perry. So we get a few calls here and there. And I just want to give a shout out to, we have a 18-member group of the Hardwood Club, and these individuals provide funding. We go out and we have an annual golf tournament that'll be in August of this year. A couple of raffles. So everybody does their part to really bring, much needed funding into the overall organization to help out with athletics.
Let me ask you this, Matt. I've seen you around, especially with athletics and your involvement. What made you in particular want to be involved with this club and spearhead this new era of how we support our college athletics?
It was, I guess, just sitting down with AD and then Coach Johnson. Coach Johnson brings so much energy. So, with a guy like that on the sidelines, you don't want to do anything but assist and help. So just trying to do my part. We do a lot in the community in my role at Care South. So in addition, being a proud alum of Southern, two-time graduate, want to just do my part to give back and make sure those athletes have the best experience that they possibly can while on campus.
And you talk about on the side of that, like you brought up Care South. Care South has been a proud partner in the past of Southern University athletics. You guys were definitely there when this whole COVID outbreak happened within the community. And, being right there hand in hand with Southern University, talk about that, what that partnership was like between Care South and Southern University, then as well as Care South is continuously growing within the Baton Rouge and surrounding area communities.
Yeah, so during COVID, we were able to assist athletics and the university as a whole. Each weekend, the away teams and the home teams had to get COVID tested. So we were able to provide those tests for those visiting student athletes for both the men's and women's teams during basketball season. In addition, we also put a clinic on campus that provided COVID testing, COVID vaccine, primary care services for Southern University students, staff, as well as the faculty. We're growing by leaps and bounds. We recently broke ground on a 35,000 square foot geriatric facility that we're going to be building. It's going to be located at 749 Scenic Highway. In addition to last month, we opened up a dermatology clinic out in Zachary on Old Scenic Highway. So trying to bring much needed services to Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas.
Let me ask you this, for anybody that's out there that's listening and say, you know what, the Hardwood Club, maybe I didn't know about them. Is the Hardwood Club, what's the criteria for people to be a part of it? And is it open for anybody to be a part of it?
The Hardwood Club is exclusive. We have 18 members. We're looking to get up to 25 members. It's annual dues of $2,000 a year, and with those dues comes some perks. You get those sideline seats for basketball. We also get some S Club tickets for football. So these individuals are, if they're not Southern alum, they have a love for Southern and want to support the university as well as athletics. So a love for Southern is all you need, and a little bit of your treasure coming back to the university to support things such as scholarships for those student athletes. We'll provide some scholarships when those students need just an extra bit of money when it gets kind of tight on them to make sure that they're getting that education.
Hey, I've been there before. You walking into that office and they looking at you like, what's wrong? Yeah, I need some money to clear this balance out. Well, how much do you owe? Maybe about $1,800. And they like, well, why did you wait to the last minute? I don't know. I thought some things was going to work out, but it's good. You been there before, or was that just me?
Because I've been there before, Terry.
I can tell you all the time. She say don't bring her name up, but Miss Rutledge over at the alumni house, listen, I walked in and listen, what you want? And it's like, Miss Rutledge, you know why I'm here. I need some assistance. I need some help. But she does a great job at helping students and everybody else. But, man, listen, most importantly, I think it's just great to be able to have you guys there. Now, let me ask, because you guys do help with scholarship, in any way do you guys work alongside athletics with any type of NIL deals or anything like that towards compensation of student athletes?
Yeah, we actually have this year have two student athletes that are on NIL for the basketball team.
So that's the big thing, because as I constantly have conversations with the coaches, a lot of times as we talk about it in the mainstream media, we talk a lot about the football, right? About how the transfer portal and the NIL affects how you keep players and how you bring in players. And then, talking with Coach Funches and talking with Coach Johnson, we do understand there is a world that when you go out and recruit students these days, it's not the days of like Nick Saban walking in with the championship rings and saying, hey, you too can have one. They're not really messed up about the championships anymore. As the young folks say, they worried about the bag. They trying to secure the bag. And what's funny, man, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
They're trying to get the bag, but at the same time, we want to provide an education for them that life goes on beyond that, and it's how you manage the bag once you do get it. But we do understand on our level, we do not have the resources to be able to drop, back up the Brinks truck and give it to that student or their family. But to be able to fit within the world that we can fit in, and that's like what they say, that's making do with what we have. How does the Hardwood Club make do with what they have in order to see success across the board for Southern athletics?
Well, one thing we know how to do is stretch a dollar. So we look at those opportunities for those athletes and beyond just the bag, just building that camaraderie with them, show them that they're wanted. Everybody, definitely wants to be wanted. And with the type of seasons that we have in this year on both the men's and women's side, we know that we're going to have some of these mid-majors that's going to be coming after these players. So we want to be proactive and show these players that, look, we want you here at Southern University. We treat them that way all season long and in the off season. So I think if you provide them with that nurturing environment that Southern is known for, that we won't have too many folks trying to jump into the portal or chasing a bag that doesn't exist on the campus currently.
Let me ask you this. Moving forward, what's next for the Hardwood Club in 2025?
Well, we have our golf tournament. That's going to be August 11th at University Club. That tournament usually brings in about a little over $100,000 in profit. And we also going to be looking at potentially raffling off a car during Bayou Classic. So just some fundraisers that looking to bring in a little over $300,000 this year, so we can be competitive in that NIL space if needed, and go get those student athletes on the basketball side that we need to continue to compete for these championships. You know, it's exciting right now. We have a big one today out in North Louisiana against Grambling State. So I'll be there rooting on the Jags.
Who you say?
GS who?
Oh, that's okay. All right. Now, at least I know the Hardwood Club got a little with it. Okay, it ain't all just sitting professional and nice looking. You got to have a little pettiness with it too, now, Matt.
Plenty petty. We know how to be petty.
That's what I like about it, man. Look, Matthew Valliere, I appreciate you, man. Any information out there for anybody? I know you guys are an exclusive club, but any information out there for if people want to hear more, do more, try to be involved? Any information out there for them?
Yeah, we have a website, suhardwoodclub.com. We'll be uploading our information for the golf tournament in the coming weeks, as well as sharing some of the things that we've been able to do for athletics at Southern University.
Matt, man, I appreciate you for coming on today, man. Don't be a stranger here to the show. I know you do a lot for Southern Athletics, man. Try to figure out some type of partnership with you and us here with the Jaguar Journal. Continue to keep this thing going, because I like the mission of what you're talking about. Not only the scholarships, but the NIL side of it, and supporting our student athletes in our athletics. That's what matters. And I tell people all the time, I see on social media, we get on there, we fuss and fight about this and that, but at the end of the day, it's about where you put your money. It's about where you put your money, and put your money where your mouth is. We can always go on social media and rate and rant about X, Y, and Z, but until you step up and you put your money there, that's what really matters, because at the end of the day, as we know in college athletics, that's where the change occurs. So, Matt, thank you for coming on this morning, talking to us about the Hardwood Club, man, and appreciate everything that you do.
Well, thank you for having me, Perry, and thank you for having such a platform with the Jaguar Journal that supports Jaguar athletics as well as Southern as a whole. So appreciate you for that.